Hi, Shine Ministry family. It's so good to be with you today. So we're here at the church and we're doing a lot to get ready for Easter, and we're also making some changes in our children's classroom. A lot of good things are going on here, and we are excited to share those with you in the weeks to come. Those of you who we haven't seen in a while, I hope you'll make a comment right now on the Facebook post and let us know how you're doing, because we sure miss you. You know, last night I was here doing some work. We had a class kind of late here at the church, and my phone rang, and it was my brother. Now, my brother doesn't call me very often, but he just had a question or two, and so we talked. But when I thought about it, it reminded me of a Monday night several months ago. In fact, it was a little more than a year ago that he called me on a Monday night, and he was concerned. He was giving me a warning. He said, "Mary, I've heard from some friends who lived in other countries that things are getting kind of crazy. There's this virus that's coming, and when it gets to America, there will be shutdowns. We won't be able to go to the grocery. People will be going crazy and buying all the food." Now, I thought my brother was a little crazy for telling me this, because those things don't really happen, do they? But I listened, and I bought a little bit of extra food that week just to save and be ready, just in case. But I didn't want to be too crazy, right? But as you know, a few weeks after that, everything did shut down. Now, I wish he had warned me and told me to buy up toilet paper, because of course that's what we all needed a year ago. But he told me to be ready, that something was going to happen that we had never seen before, and that even though it sounded crazy and I didn't really believe him 100%, I should trust him. He had the experience of friends who had seen this, who had experienced this in other countries. So that's a good warning. We all learned from this, didn't we? But thinking about that and thinking about all the shutdowns and the warnings and people telling us things that just didn't make sense made me think about some stories from the Bible. When Jesus was here on earth, you know, he told his friends, "Hey, I'm going to heaven and I'm getting heaven ready for you and for all your friends. But when I'm gone, you need to tell them about heaven, and you need to tell them to believe and trust in me so that they can come to heaven too." So before he left for heaven, he told his friends and his followers, he said, "Go and tell everybody to believe in me and to join us in heaven someday." So that's what I'm wondering, is if we have friends now and we want them to be with us in heaven one day, shouldn't we go and tell them? Even though it may sound strange to them, we don't know how they're going to think. They might think we're crazy, but isn't it worth it if we can tell them ahead of time that when they are ready to see Jesus, they need to have a faith and trust and believe in him? So I would love to share with you today to be bold and be brave. Just like my brother warned me about COVID and food shortages, tell your friends about heaven and about the fact that Jesus loves them and he wants them to be with him forever. I hope that if this is something new that you don't know much about, that you'll give us a call. You'll let us know that you'd like to know more about Jesus and the fact that we can all go to heaven and be together one day. Because I sure love you guys, and I hope that we spend eternity together. See you later.